Before we start, if you are serious about improving your English, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Trust me, I share only practical things that actually works. Alright, let's go to our question. Our question is, why do I understand English when I read or listen, but I get stuck and blank when I try to speak? Alright, let me talk to you directly because if you are facing this problem, you are not alone. Almost every English learner goes through this exact stage, and the biggest mistake is people make is thinking maybe my English is weak, maybe I'm not smart enough. Relax. The issue is not your intelligence. The issue is how your brain has been trained till now. Let me explain in a very simple way. When you are reading English or listening to someone, your brain is in what we call receiving mode, right? In this mode, the words, the structure, the grammar, everything is already given to you. Your brain just has to recognize the meaning. This is why you feel comfortable while reading articles, watching videos, or listening to conversation. Your mind says, yes, I get this. But the real game changes the moment you open your mouth to speak. Now your brain enters producing mode, and suddenly it has to do many jobs at the same time. Think about what you want to say, find the right vocabulary, okay? Arrange the words in correct order, apply grammar, pronounce clearly, and do all this within second. Be honest. That's that's a heavy load for a brain that has mostly practiced only reading and listening. So when you feel blank while speaking now, it does not mean you don't know English. It simply means your speaking system is under trained. Knowledge is there, right? But a speed and automatic response are missing. There are a few very common reasons behind the problem, and I want you to check yourself honestly. First, overthinking grammar. Many learners have this habit. Before speaking even one sentence, they start checking grammar inside their heads. And this tense is this tense correct? Should I use has or have? Is this preposition right? By the time the brain finishes this checking process, the conversation has already moved on. Fluence dies in overthinking. Okay. Second, lack of real speaking practice. Reading 10 books will improve your understanding. Watching English videos will improve your listening. But speaking improves only by speaking. There is no shortcut here. Speaking is like a muscle. If you don't use it regularly, it stays weak. Third is fear of making mistakes. This is silent killer, right? Many learners know what they want to say, but the moment they think, "What if I say it wrong?" Boom, the brain freezes. Let me tell you something very clearly. Mistakes are not your enemy. Silence is. So, fluent speakers today were once mm, broken speakers. Okay, the difference is they spoke anyway. For this, thinking in Hindi first and then translating. This habit slows you down massively. When you first build a sentence in Hindi and then try to convert it into English, your brain is doing double work. So, fluent speakers don't translate. They think directly in simple English patterns. Now the big question, how do you fix this? Then let me give you practical steps, guys. No theory, only what actually works. Step 1, start thinking in small English sentences. Okay, don't try to think big, complicated thoughts. Keep it simple. Throughout the day, create tiny English thoughts in your mind. For example, oh, I'm getting late. This food is tasty. I need to call him. Today was tiring. This rewires your brain slowly but powerfully. Step 2, speak daily. Even if you are alone, yes, I mean it. Even if nobody is around, especially when nobody is around, talk about your day. Describe what you are doing. Explain your plans. Your mouth needs movement. Practice. Fluency grows from the tongue. not from the notebook. Step 3, follow the don't stop rule. While speaking, your only goal should be flow, not perfection. Alright? If you make a mistake, keep going. The moment you stop again and again to correct yourself, your confidence breaks. Remember this golden line: wrong but fluent is powerful, perfect but silent is useless. So please, step forth. That is, use the shadowing teaching techniques, you can say. Pick an English video with clear speech, listen to one line, pause, repeat with the same speed, same tone, same energy. This trains your mouth, ears, and brain together. Do this daily for even 10 minutes. You will feel the difference in a few weeks. Step 5, build ready made sentences pattern. Fluent speakers don't build every sentence from zero. They use chunks. For example, I think that, in my opinion, the main reason is, what I feel is, when you memorize these patterns, your brain responds much faster in real conversations. Now listen carefully, okay, to this line, final thought, that is, because this is where most learners misunderstand the journey. Fluency is not about how much English you know. Fluency is not about how much English you know. Actually, fluency is about how quickly and confidently you can use what you know. You don't need perfect grammar to start speaking. You need courage to start speaking. Grammar will polish your speech later, right? But practice builds the engine. So, from today, stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting to become fully ready. Start speaking with the whatever English you have right now. Okay, improvement allows action, not hesitation. And if this explanation made something click in your mind, if you finally understand why you were getting blank, then you already took one big step forward. Okay, all right. Don't forget to subscribe for more real, practical English tips. I'll keep bringing methods that actually moves your fluency ahead. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, how to end this video?